work. And this is why Jesus, so many of his parables were agricultural parables. Most often, Jesus doesn't say, let me quote to you chapter and verse from the book of Exodus, and then he expounds on it. He says, let me tell you about a farmer who scattered seed, right? Or let me tell you about a shepherd who had 100 sheep. And so he looked at nature and he saw examples or illustrations of the kingdom of God all around him if he was just paying attention. We see this in the arts. So I've been to New York City on a number of occasions, and I like to go to Broadway and go to musicals, and I'll sit there with my playbill in my hand. And if you're watching a good musical or a good bit of theater, what makes it so great is it speaks to the human condition. There's something that we resonate with when we're watching this. And I'm sitting there, and I find pretty soon I'm getting a pen out in my playbill, and it's pitch dark, and I'm writing notes, outlining sermons while I'm watching this musical or this play, because there's somewhere in there it's speaking about what it means to be human. And God will use that if you pay attention. This is why so many times pastors use movies as illustrations for their sermons. And when I go to the art gallery, the same thing. When I listen to music, I often hear God speaking through those things. Through life experiences. As a pastor, I spend time with lots of people who are coming to confess their sins or talk about their brokenness or their pain. And in the middle of all that, every single time, I feel like God is speaking to me through that person.